Oh, it's been like 4 days, and now we're playing something completely different. A narrative-driven game about vampires. So, here's the way this is gonna work. Normally, on these, like, Monday or Tuesday streams, I like to sit down and play the entirety of, like, a good game or a bad game. Most of the time, it's a bad game. That's not how this is gonna go, because in these, like, choice, narrative-driven, 600-hour dialogue games, if the story is bad, it's just soul-wrenching the whole time. Because for games like Werewolf the Apocalypse, like, that wasn't a good game, but I could run around and beat the shit out of people as a giant monster man, and that was cool. So, the fact that this game technically has, like, no gameplay, it's not great. And so if the story's bad, I'm just gonna quit. That's how it's gonna go, and we're all gonna be okay with it. But if it's good, I'll keep playing it. I don't know, if it turns out I want to play this for an extended amount of time, I have no idea how long it'll go for. Gonna hit new game. This game is set in Boston, with a whole bunch of vampires. I have a funny feeling they're not going to be celebrating tonight.
I'll just get this going. There, ready. We're all set. Now, to begin, tell me, what do you see?
I don't know.
Okay. Try this. Focus on your vision.
No, it's happening. No, it's too late. It's too late now.
Wow, that's super loud.
They're coming.
Let's turn that down. Now, from what I've heard, this game is not a good introduction to the, like, World of Darkness lore. I've heard it just kind of drops you into it and expects you to know a lot. This is fine for someone like me, who knows a bit. That texture popping, though, holy shit.
Did you feel it too?
Let's see.
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here.
Bad shit's going down if Halsey's involved. Hey, it's the woman with a
We've got a
Tilgio?
problem.
I actually don't know how to pronounce that.
Call them back.
Oh, this...
What's going on?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
Prince's quarters, 11 p.m.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up. Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do with the
Rebellious
party.
star.
You know full well I
MM
was in charge of
Lewis.
it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck! Damn it! It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it! This has gotta be bad, MM.
MM is so dumb. Did her hair just go through her neck? No. Dialogue. In a dialogue, some answers require the use of your skills. Your skill level is comparable to that of your opponent. The higher rating wins. You cannot use a skill if its rating is 0. Willpower. Using a skill consumes willpower. If your opponent wins, you gain a few willpower at the end of the dialogue. Wait. If your opponent wins, you gain a few willpower. So if I win, I don't gain willpower. Okay. Psychology. Persuasion. I have no persuasion, but I do have 2 psychology.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we
Some of
move
these
on to
skin
phase 2.
textures don't look very
We
good.
clean house.
Hey, what's a code red, by the way?
Did you say this is the first code red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And everyone runs to shelter at the nearest safe house. For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
How would you not know what a code red is? And why are you so flippant? You realize you're a vampire, right?
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run, we leave everything behind, and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be all right?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know.
You sort of
Just
aren't
keep your
acting
cool
like it.
and it'll be fine.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Amim. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
Disciplines. Vampires have supernatural abilities usually inherited from their clan. Disciplines. Some disciplines can be used in dialogues, as with skills. The higher level wins. Not all disciplines are available to all vampires. Some mortals may possess certain powers, though most have no defense against disciplines. Hunger. Using a discipline generates hunger. Hunger is the value that cannot be exceeded. This limits a vampire's use of their powers. Vampire at their hunger limit risks losing control, attacking and feeding on the closest mortal. Can I pick none of these?
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
MM. My dear MM. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here.
It's not good.
This alliance
It's
with the
not
Hartford
good.
Chantry is crucial. The
All
princess
of them
on
have
edge.
some kind
We
of
can't get through to
like
anyone over there.
marking
What
on their
does this
skin,
have to do with
and you
Jay?
can tell that it's
She
like
was in charge of the whole
wrapped
thing,
around
for
their
goodness
model.
sake. Listen, both of you. From now on, I don't want to hear another
Got a
word.
trait. Wait, what does that mean? Was that,
Of
no, let me see
either
the
of
trait.
The prince is furious.
The Poppin's also really bad in this.
Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you
You already told me that.
right now.
Oh. Oh, there's some really bad clipping going on with the clothes. Oh, there's some really bad popping going on with the menus. Oh, don't zoom in on the faces. Alright, traits. Traits are positive or negative effects that influence the abilities of the character in question. Traits are only revealed once they have been earned, as a result of an action, a character's choice, or a consequence. The hunger level, whether low or high, confers temporary traits that affect the character's abilities. Suspicion. As it rises, the suspicion rating creates more negative traits that increase the difficulty faced by the characters. You know what game doesn't have poppin'? Final Fantasy XIV. You know, if it does have poppin', I've never noticed it. It's free up until the end of the Heavensward expansion. Barking up the wrong tree. I own the deluxe edition of every expansion. Put her in place. MM has encountered others more powerful than her for now. Something to strengthen her mind for future challenges. XP, -10 to the next cost for mental attributes. I don't like, so like, there's some kind of like idle movement going on in the model in the background, but you can see she's like stuttering, like the movement isn't working right. Torador. I know they have to. Oh, hey, it's the other playable characters. This guy's cool. He's a Ventrue. Ventrue are pretty cool. Wait. She's been a vampire for almost 100 years. Oh, she's 12th generation. Oh, that might explain some things. She's been a vampire for almost 100 years. And she's in the Boston Camarilla. And she's being like, man, fuck this place. She's asking a whole lot of things she should really, realistically already know. Paris. Danger. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. This guy's pretty... I like the Ventrue. The Ventrue are pretty cool. They're like the Bruja, except not giant assholes. How is he in 11th generation, but he was embraced in the 1700s? Oh, that's rough. That's rough. I like his scary face. He does have a pretty cool scary face, and a strangely vampiric looking face. And Laisha, she is a 12th generation. Malkavian, she doesn't look like she's Malkavian. She looks a little too normal to be Malkavian, except it does look like she has two hairstyles going on at the same time. Right stick gameplay. Skills, rhetoric, intimidation, persuasion, psychology, social disciplines, dominate, and presence. Like she can see. Oh, she's a seer. can see the past as well as possible futures. She's like a visionary hunter, except better because it's a vampire version. Her gift has always fascinated those in power, but she is willing to give it up to be able to care for her daughter, Halsey, for all eternity. Yo, watch out that. Wait, no Nosferatu. I hope Nosferatu show up, because they're pretty cool. But it doesn't look like there's any playable Nosferatus. Okay, here's powers. Rhetoric, intimidation is his skill, dominate, and presence. This is the guy he's just gonna kill everyone. 0 out of 10. Yeah. Gotta hope Bloodlines 2 ever comes out. That'd be real fun. Even if it's not good. Like, it doesn't even have to be perfect. I just want it to have, like... It just has to have character customization on the level of Bloodlines 1, which I don't think is a huge ask. I really don't think it's a huge ask. Founder of the Black Rattlers. Many years since attended the Boston Court of Free Spirit, considerable influence. She prefers to focus on her clubs, the Black Rattlers. However, things could change if she were to agree to taking on the responsibilities, presence, and persuasion. Okay, and I think I can invest in, like, those other ones. Talents. Oh, yep, here's the skill tree. Talents increase your abilities. Each challenge is tied to a specific action. Repeating these actions will progressively unlock tiers of a talent. Okay, so if you keep working on the stuff you're good at, you get better. Discipline, 10% success rate, negative 100 generated. That's probably really good. Complete a quest without having hunted any prey. +2 maximum hunger. That's really interesting. So it's basically just do a quest without using your hunger meter. Feed on prey without killing it. 0 out of 12. +1 additional hunger. Mandated on a controlled hunt. Negative 50% to speed of hunting cursor. Oh, right, because I think feeding is like a minigame where you have to, like, specifically stop it before you just suck the soul out of them. Feed on prey, killing it. I don't think you can do both of these. Feed from a rat. Threatening, eloquent puppet master. Psychology skills. Yeah, it really seems like for each of these trees, just pick one to go with for the whole game, and that'll probably make it a lot easier. Here's the codex. I've been told the codex fucking sucks in this. Got Bruja, Caitiff, Gangrel. It's weird that, like, even though it's set in 2019, they still have stuff on Bruja and Gangrel, both of which don't really work with the Camarilla anymore. I mean, you'll find some guys, like, from the clans in the Camarilla, but, like, both of their elders left. I think for similar reasons. Gangrel, they're, like, the vampire versions of animals. Oh, damn it. If you've watched, Hunter the Parenting, Ape Boy is a Gangrel. We got Clan Bruja and their subsect of the bikers. They are anarchists, except not like anarch vampires. They're just dudes who like punching people. Caitiff, don't know a lot about them. They're weird dudes. Oh, the Clanless. That's probably why I don't know a lot about them. Malkavian, weird dudes, everybody hates them. Nosferatu, they look fucking weird and they love it when people hate them. Toreador, they're hot. Tremere, they're the other clan everybody hates, except this time they're full of magic. They also look like wizards. Ventru, they are big, tough dudes who love beating the shit out of people. Like Bruja, except cool. Camarilla. The Prince, a vampire who has claimed to give an expansive domain as their own, generally a city. The Red Salon. Primogen. Anarchs. Anarchs are just dudes who are like, fuck the Camarilla. Different from the Sabbat, though. Sometimes not different from the Sabbat. Then World of Darkness. The Beast. It hungers. Every vampire possesses the Beast, a force within that pushes them to serve their baser instincts. They are the urges of violence and perversion that are consistently threatening to turn a vampire into a ravenous monster, completely devoid of any reason. This is a real danger for the masquerade. No shit! I think that last line is completely unnecessary. Blood Bond. Oh man, Bloods. Blush of Life. Oh, you're living people. Vessel. Pretty much living people. Coterie, blah 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 blah. Who cares? The lore does not go deep enough for it to be truly interesting.
It's gonna be a long night.
Her legs look like
Miss
there's
Lewis,
like
welcome.
there's like a weird sheen on her legs when I was going like down these stairs that make it look like she's just like a doll, like plastic. The weird gold flecks all over her body are also very strange. Oh, this is a bad max move speed. Oh no.
Pick up.
Slow. Pick up. Oh. Show goals. I have no goals. I see a lot of very obviously looking. Look at that guy. Fucking suit jacket and shorts.
Who's she, Caleb?
Mem Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward
Yeah,
glance, he could make
Caleb.
the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
There's usually more of us.
Under ordinary circumstances, there would be more of us here.
Is it because of the Code Red?
Could be. We should have all been at that party. But a code red is a code red. No one can leave. I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Oh, there's Nosferatu.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's
Oh,
one
that
thing
lipstick
to have
doesn't
been
look very
told
good.
that the Nosferatu don't age well.
It's
another thing
it's
to
not
see it for
symmetrical.
yourself.
Ooh,
It's by
Ugh.
no fault of their own.
Do you
gross.
think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
You'll be 12th generation. You shouldn't
And
get embraced
he?
anyway.
Is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood.
Hello. I'm old. He's a real shark. He's one of the members of the Primogen. I don't want to talk to her about it. He's a Primogen.
Tread lightly. He's a member of the Primogen.
They're the check to the prince's power.
The check and balance. They backed Hazel when she rose to power after Quentin King. They
thought it said
hoped
quantum.
to control her.
What? Things didn't go as planned?
I just have a
Wait,
feeling
now the
she
lipstick
will
is
surprise
symmetrical.
them. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM. I won't let her get away with this.
Oh,
All right,
why is his,
calm down,
why is his
Dijon.
wrist so
Where's
small?
Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take
He
responsibility
has too
for
young
this.
of a sounding
Leave
voice.
her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dijon!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
leave us.
That guy doesn't sound like he looks. I know, it's so fucking weird. The only part of his look that
I don't
fits
need your
his
help.
voice is his shorts.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
I'm just trying to be nice. Can I do this like Detroit, where I can kill the character I don't like immediately? Ooh. Yes. Let's do that. Dialogue. Focus. Focus allows you to temporarily increase a skill by 1 or 2 levels. The more you increase your focus, the more willpower cost increases. To be focused, a skill must have a minimum score of 1 point. Disciplines or knowledge cannot be focused. Right stick. Oh, I gotta move it to the right. Tie. If the skill is closed, if it's a tie, uncertain. Rhetoric. Focus by 1, but then I focus by 2. And it goes from 30% to 60. Hold on. If we both have 2 rhetoric, why is my success chance at 30%? And can I save from this menu? No, I can't. Garbage game. Can't fucking save, scum. The idea of a dialogue-driven game that has, like, percentage chances on shit like this is fucking weird. I didn't even read what I was saying. I was just like, yeah, let's go. What? What? Your opponent can also focus their own skills? Wait, are you saying I have to guess when people I'm talking to are gonna focus their dialogue options? That's so deep. What the fuck? I guess that adds like a new layer of gameplay. Like imagine you're playing a Telltale game and you're like, alright, I gotta go convince this guy not to shoot my friend. And you're like, alright, hey dude, I'm gonna use persuasion, don't shoot my friend. And he uses focus to shoot your friend. And it's like, oh well shit, sorry Glenn, I fail. I only had a 25% chance for my persuasion to hit him right in the heart. But he had a 100% chance to shoot you in the head. I couldn't beat those odds.
Do you know what this code red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know.
What?
It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen. As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey. Of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah,
That girl is
sure.
trouble.
I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs.
The
I better
interest-
hurry.
Oh my god, shut
What
up.
about Jara? I haven't seen her.
Shutters. The interesting thing about trying to make a narratively driven game in World of Darkness, especially about vampires, is that there is so much that you can do with it. And that's another reason why I really like Bloodlines, is because it kind of goes buck wild with it. Because it introduces you to like the concepts at a base level and then tries to explore them. You're introduced to vampires, you know that they have fucked up special weird powers, and you know that they all have like some kind of quirks or like natural flaws. A good example is Ventru have like 2 massive flaws that they kind of always have. Flaw number 1 is with the blood they can drink. Every Ventru can only drink 1 type of blood. And when I say 1 type, you might be thinking of like, oh, like A or B or something like that. No, they are turned with a specific blood drinking quirk. Like they can only drink blood of natural brunettes or something like that. Or they can only drink the fucking more romanticized version. They can only drink the blood of virgins and stuff like that. But they also have another quirk where they just have a natural amount of arrogance to them. And stuff like that can make for a really interesting game mechanics and like really push the narrative forward a lot. I don't know if they're gonna do that. The tough thing about putting that in a game is that it's to have like a really good narratively driven World of Darkness game. You'd want people playing it to know a lot about World of Darkness and the deep lore. That's tough to do because there's shit trillions of it. And this game kind of tries with the codex, but I don't like the clans kind of go pretty deep into it, but then you want to go to things like the Camarilla and stuff like that. And, you know, it's got the Prince and the Red Salon and the Primogen and stuff like that. But it just wants to give you the base level things so you feel like you're pretty much into it. I weirdly enough, I feel like a game like this can't exist in its best form without having a game come before it that kind of sets you up a little bit better. It's weird. I think if one company sat down and were like, we really want to make like a really good World of Darkness game, they would make like 3 games. They'd make a hunter game, they'd make a vampire game, and they'd make a werewolf game. Because the overlap of lore between those 3 things gets you into it enough that you pretty much know everything to be at a workable level of it. And then they could make like a big magnum opus 4th game that is like, you can just play the game, we don't need to explain the deeper things to you. And so they can go in and use all these concepts. And again, Bloodlines gets really close to it. They explain to you what you need, and then they just start doing cool shit, like the woman who's 2 people. That's cool. It's a cool twist, and it's really interesting, because it's not something that they had to feel that they... It's something that they explained a little bit of, which vampires have weird powers, and then you meet people that have weird powers, and then they take it beyond, and so they do a really good job of showing you the vampire's limits, but also showing you that in World of Darkness, it's almost limitless with how weird shit can get. Because it's like... World of Darkness, one of its base themes is how wild the natural themes of magic and stuff are, and so they take that by like going, who's 3 people in 1 person, and shit like that, and it's like, whoa, I didn't know that could happen. And it's like, it can't happen if you want it to happen, but it'll definitely happen when it's not very good for you, and shit like that. And so stuff like that makes me really like
Councillor Drury is not here.
The world.
Nor is Dr. Dunham. Mr. Leto's teams are trying to reach them.
Now you see, why give me control? Well, I guess I could have walked over and listened to people talk.
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
The coolest part is playing as the Malkavian and Bloodlines, and it makes you hear voices that occasionally hint at the plot events. Yeah, for how weird and jank Bloodlines is, there is so much care taken to it that, like, I can't believe it's just that game. I think that's another reason why they might have canceled, well, not canceled, but restarted the development on Bloodlines 2. Because even though Bloodlines 1 has, like, the biggest jank of all time, it's like, those are big shoes to fill. By a lot. You could realistically, you could just make Bloodlines 1 again and give it really good combat, and people would fucking love it. But there was just so much care taken with Bloodlines. It was clearly made by people who love the setting. Very similar to some of the Warhammer games. Some of those games were clearly made by people who just fucking love the settings. And speaking of Malkavian,
okay,
here's a Malkavian seer.
Penny for your thoughts?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not
That-
going back to the institute,
Something looks wrong.
are you?
No, don't fret.
Something looks wrong.
I'm gonna
with that
stay
kid.
here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you.
Mom has a little trouble sometimes, remember?
I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years
At least it's
was
not just
too
a smaller
long.
adult model. Yeah. I think a smaller adult model is fine for things like Fallout. But a narrative-driven game like this, they should take some care and actually make it a child model. But they do lose the comedy factor. Also, I'm loving the comedy factor of they have just layered 2 hairs on her head, because you can see half of the hair is clipping through the other half of the hair. That's pretty funny. Mr. So Much, we won't be separated again. Okay. I'm of 2 minds about the way these dialogue choices work, because I've missed her so much and we won't be separated again. It's written as if the character I'm playing as is thinking of what to say to the person. And I like that a lot. I think that's really good. I think that's a good narrative depth to it that helps with narrative immersion. However, if I read it too quickly, I don't know what's going on. That's why I'm of two minds about it. I have missed you,
It
child.
seemed like an eternity without you.
I missed you too, Mom.
I need my sweet little monster.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening.
Whoa.
I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
Oh, he was probably
So
the one who
what
died.
do we do now?
I was told to wait here because Hazel wants to see us. There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on. Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay,
Yes,
here
child,
I go.
turn invisible. Wow, that was really fast. Before this continues, I once read a really funny story about a World of Darkness campaign that was going on, because vampires can't normally take drugs and drink alcohol and have it like work for them. What they can do is get someone else drunk and then drink their blood, and then they get the effects of that. That's why in Hunter the Parenting episode 1, he was able to fuck with Kevin by getting fucked on DMT and making him unfocus on his magic. But someone said that they had just fucking like OD'd someone on LSD, and a Malkavian drank him. And it was just a week-long bender of the craziest shit that Malkavian could go with. Because, when you drink the blood of someone who's fucked on something, you actually don't come down from it until you've, like, cycled that blood. So if you just drink the blood and go passive for a while, you'll stay drunk for days. Which is what that Malkavian did.
Leisha. It's been a while.
Hey, MM.
Caleb!
When
That
did
tie
you
is
get
too
out?
short.
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That or she's a major drama queen.
Doesn't realize how serious it is. You should show the prince more respect. Fuck you, MM.
I know that you knew her before, but she's the leader of Boston now. You owe her respect before everyone,
I like
and
Galen's
in
voice
every
actor.
circumstance.
I don't know
she
who it is.
is
I
your
like it.
prince.
Are you lecturing me?
Yes,
First
fuck you.
Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Because you
Maybe
show
you
no
asked for
respect.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
He's got no business lecturing me. Yes, he does.
Siaka jumped down my throat. Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me? No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that
This
whatever the
seems like
problem
a
is,
really
your
mean person.
hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
MM can believe whatever she wants. I don't care. Hell yeah.
And yet, many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda, too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies, sir. The
He's
prince
got a name
shall
tag that's
see
just a
you now.
servant. MM Lewis, rebellious star, the diva who lights up Boston's nights, but bringing light into a world of darkness can be perilous. Boy, write that on a cover of a book. MM knows this, but she doesn't care. Choose a profile: investigator, jack of all trades, veteran, free. Oh, it's asking me to build my character. Well, Gotta try and get her killed. Knowledge skills allow you to go undercover, extort, or steal information. Jack of all trades, veteran. Investigation. Character sheet. At the start of a scene, previously earned experience points can be spent to improve characters' abilities. These abilities are divided into two areas, the character sheet and the discipline sheet. Attributes. Each attribute affects a specific list of skills and disciplines. Attributes increase the chance of victory in case of a tie. Improving them also increases the willpower cost of focus. Oh, decreases. Use of knowledge skills do not have a willpower cost. They cannot be improved using focus. My knowledge skill right now is deduction. I also have technology and rhetoric and persuasion and psychology. Rhetoric and psychology sound like they shouldn't go together. The discipline sheet contains the disciplines the character possesses. Discipline powers. Experience points invested in discipline increase the skill level. Discipline powers can be passive and may be used in dialogue or in exploration. I have aspects, presence, celatry. One of those sounds like food. I have no points. Discipline allows you to traverse the environment at high speed and slows down your perception time. Wait, go down to that. Go down to that. I want to see what that first upgrade is. Just let me look at it. I just want to look at the thing down there. Whatever, fine. Wait, I can select that. Oh, this is a bad menu. Oh, this is a bad menu. Oh, this is a bad menu. Gives access to presence, uses a dialogue choice. Celatry vision has no hunger cost. Reveals anchor points in the environment that MM can reach using Blink. Blink allows you to move instantly from one anchor point to another, generates 3 blood hunger. Don't want to go up. Aspects. Supernatural perception. Activate Aspects of vision. No cost reveals interactions related to the 5 sentence. The hunger cost depends on your aspects rating and the difficulty of the interaction. Psychometry. Psychometry. +1 to aspects. The hunger cost depends on your aspects rating. Yep. Physical, social, mental. Why does she have 1 point? Oh, I guess because you have to have 1 point in everything. Social's probably the best. At least for this character, who I'm trying to kill. I don't want to upgrade. Oh, there we go. I have to start. Why does everyone dress wrong? All these outfits are dumb as hell. Except for Caleb. His very nice suit. Why is that guy? Why is his fucking mouth open?
Delson.
Come in, MM.
What? Close your mouth. What the fuck? That has to be intentional.
I wanted
it was
to
wrong,
have a word with you.
But like, what?
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Are synced.
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the Warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now.
You're in the Camarilla!
We have more urgent matters to attend to. We bring Journey to me.
Why? It's not her fault. Why? Why do you wish to talk to my best friend who's never done anything wrong?
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
Yeah, don't say it's not her fault. It's gonna incriminate you.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that.
Well, then why did you lead me on?
I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now.
I have no education. Keep silent.
The Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate, but for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
Think about it. So I always love because yeah, they're all in the Camarilla, but like everyone is like segmented with like clans and everything. It's very hard to have a group of immortals who are not like from the 1700s. It's very hard to get them to all align with a singular ideal, which is something that has been consistent.
I don't know.
With the vampires for a very
I need to
long
think
time.
about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, I know you'll be up to it, but we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in
not
you,
good.
Do not fail me.
You can count on me.
Did the voices suddenly
What
get
the
quieter?
hell is going on?
I think it must have transitioned into like cutscene mode. Please tell me that man has closed his mouth. How's he ever gonna pretend to not be a vampire when he just leaves his mouth open all the time with fangs?
I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Syl. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're
No,
all
I'm
I've
gonna
got
kill
left
him.
in stock.
I get it. I'll be careful.
MM's
I'm right
chest
here if
looks
you need
different.
anything else.
Like I think the texture loaded safe zone, place where no one can see you feed. Got it.
No news from
Like yeah, it's now more filled in squares.
Now's not the time to be
Wait,
thinking
the whole
about that.
model looks different.
We're not the only ones freaking out. Look
Did it take that long for the model to pop in? What the fuck?
We've got to keep our wits about us. Got it?
Yeah.
No, I cannot feed on them. Where can feed? Feed where? Oh god, I can click the right stick to turn the camera. Oh no. Please move faster. Consume.
Do you need me?
Apparently not. Consume.
Follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
That looked weird. So I assume I have to find, like, one specific vessel. You.
Let me know if I can help.
I guess not. Okay. You. Where did you? You were the last one I have not talked to. I must consume.
I'll stay here.
What?
Did you need something?
Oh, I can tap B to sprint.
The vessels are over there. Take whichever one you want.
You say that, But some of them are saying, like, nah, brah.
Why?
I feel like... Find a place away from prying eyes. Oh. That makes sense. Prey will naturally be revealed as you approach them. To feed, you gotta blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. I shall consume this woman.
Come on. It won't take long.
Yes.
What the fuck? What's with the fake cam? This woman's gonna die. The hunt, the kiss. Vampires use their powers to charm or subdue their prey and satisfy their hunger. When feeding on prey, you can control the amount of blood you take. Press and hold the button to increase the amount of hunger eliminated. If you do not press the button, or if you don't release it before the bar is full, the prey will die, drained of its blood. Killing prey increases suspicion. Mortals will be on their guard, while vampires will question your respect for the masquerade. This character has no respect for it. Or at least that's how I'm choosing to. That was weird. The blood splatter. Oh, that didn't look very good. One more. Suspicion. Oh god! What is it zoomed in on? I think that's her back. Yeah, you can tell because of the weird way they do the pores. Suspicion has an impact on the game's difficulty. The more it will increase, the more skilled your opponents will be. Mortals will be on their guard. Vampires will question your judgment. Suspicion is shared by all three of your characters. It increases if you kill your prey during a hunt or if you do not recover items that could put the masquerade at risk. Resonance. Some prey, their blood is emotionally charged by a resonance. Second bite, if prey survives, you can bite it again. What I saw I got sanguine resonance. How do I, like, look at that? Talents. Traits. I have one of, like, 7 suspicion bars. Okay, wait, it's in disciplines? It said sanguine is in discipline? What?
I told you to be careful.
Oh.
Sorry, I got carried away.
Ignore me.
It's all right. As long as it stays between us. But watch out. This kind of slip-up could cost us big out there.
I know.
Ignore me.
All right, Jay. Where are you hiding?
Find journey. Move.
Miss Lewis. Yes?
What? Move.
Can I help you?
Alright, I guess journey's in here somewhere.
Hey, Abby.
Hey, Mem. It's been a while. Can I help you?
Where journey?
I've got to talk to Jay.
Oh, God.
You haven't seen her, have you?
No. You should ask April.
It's a good idea. Thanks for the advice. I've got stuff to do.
Let's see if
you
the dude
later.
gets the fuck up out the way. Let's find April. Where the fuck is April? Are you back here? No.
Yes?
Move. What do you mean, yes?
Can I help you?
Fuck up out my way.
What a shitty night.
Do you think the Code Red will last much longer?
I hope not. The faster I get out of here, the better.
What? And Mem Lewis, the Black Rattler's Rose, is afraid of a handful of politicians?
God, no.
Fine. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
Where is Journey?
I'm supposed to find Jay. Do you know if she's done talking to April?
Huh. Good question. I saw her earlier, but she wasn't with Miss Bosley. She went into that alcove on your right, but that was a while ago.
Thanks.
You might want to avoid hanging around with her, you know? I've heard stuff about her.
I know, and it's not true. She didn't do anything, all right?
Fine. Sorry. Did you need anything else?
No, literally nothing.
Thanks for the vessel.
My pleasure. Come back anytime you want.
Alcove to my right.
I know that perfume. Jay.
Aspects. Heightened senses. It's gonna cost me 2 blood to track. What, can I just look at it?
That's Jay's scarf.
Yeah, Jay was in here. Alright, now talk to the vessel.
Shit.
Gross. It's probably through here. Oh, I swear, is it gonna force me to use hunger? I swear to God.
Where did you go, Jay?
Through this curtain. Oh, now the dude's... Oh my God. Hey, weird guy.
Underwood and Fang. Bazor's ears must be burning.
I can hear them talking, but I do not care. Archives. Bypass lock. Use my technology card. I have a technology card?
What were you doing in the archives?
Consult the archives. Last items borrowed. Safe. Hack safe technology. Oh no. Oh, I'm like almost out of willpower. How do I get that back again? Track aspects. I should probably
File about a
confidential
party
file.
from a few years ago.
And the customer prints can blah blah blah.
Page 3 was torn out. There are traces of blue ink on page 2.
Suspicious. I try to find that code.
Keltum and Lazarus. I smell gossip.
I do not care. Secretary of Abigail. What? Okay. I thought I needed like 1 education to read, which is like fair, I guess.
This page was torn out. It seems like it's a match to the file from the archives. Abigail must have done it. But why?
Need your help, meet me in an alcove.
Battery's dead.
Battery. Wait, can I sit in that chair? Map of Boston.
Abigail. We've gotta talk.
I just talked to you, Abigail. I will now re-talk to you. Huzzah! You.
Can I help you?
I told you I was looking for Jay earlier. And? I found the note she left you. I wonder what April would say if I showed it to her.
You went through my stuff?
Is that all you're worried about?
No. It wasn't personal. Journey was in a panic. She asked me for the pass to get into Jar's apartment.
Did she say why?
Only that she was looking for evidence. I didn't really get it. Let's keep this between us, all right? April's got other fish to fry.
I'll see about that. I'm going to find her.
Keycard to Jar's apartment.
Jar's
Dory's apartment on the 1st floor.
That's on the Primogen floor. What was Jay looking for up there?
Must use this elevator. No, I cannot use that one. Never mind. Okay, let's follow Jay's track. She also went in here. Secretary of Journey Atkins. What did I take? Club business cards. Consumable. What? Consumers are single use items up 5 bonuses. Gear. Restores 2 willpower. I'll hold on to that, but I might need to use that. Leaf through, don't care. Looking for more items to thief.
I hope you didn't forget anything, Jay.
It's bullshit.
Is it Kala Saw?
I don't know who that
always
is.
got along well with her sire. Lucky bitch.
So I need to track down the file. The 1998 Solstice Party, page 3, should be of interest to you. April. Okay, so she went to go see April, who I do not want to talk to.
Took the elevator to get here.
Not use the elevator. Things like, right? Yeah. Okay, how do I get to the... where's the elevator? That's the elevator, but I can't use it, so I think I have to go talk to April. Maybe I can go this way. Jar's apartment. No return. Choices marked with that indicate there is no going back. Before selecting one of these options, make sure you're done with exploring the area. That's a really good mechanic. I like that a lot. I'm gonna open it though. This is not a full playthrough, for I do not respect the game. I also don't like April. I don't want to go talk to her. Fuck that bitch. What the fuck is that? Some kind of fucking monster.
No fucking way. Shit.
So this
What?
is where you've been
Oh,
hiding.
Jesus, it's you. You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
Shit, Mem. It's a fucking nightmare. The code red is definitely because of the party. April told me Hazel was gunning for me. She thinks I'm responsible for this shit show.
So, you're hiding in Drury's room?
I'm looking for evidence. I saw that Jara had the file on the party. It's got all the contracts and stuff in it that will prove I did my job right. But I can't find them. It was my only shot to defend myself against her.
Calm down.
Hey, slow down. It's gonna be alright. They don't have anything on you, do they?
No, of course not. I did everything right, ma'am. I was the one who rented the place. Same as always. Rooftop, away from prying eyes. I met with Richard to organize the vessels. I arranged for limos to be sent for the Hartford Chantry. I went through the same secure limo agency as usual. They're ours, so there's no risk. What the hell could have gone wrong?
I don't know. But there's no time to think about it. Hazel wants to see you.
And she asked you?
You should run, take her to the prince. Go to the prince.
It's gonna
Don't
be
run.
fine, Jay.
That's a stupid
Sure,
idea.
you can
Do not
explain
run in this
everything.
situation.
I'm scared, ma'am.
Don't worry about anything. I'm here.
I'll follow you.
There's a fire extinguisher. Alright, Prince. Okay, I guess I'm Leisha now. Madness sometimes becomes great clarity. Wise Prince knows how to recognize this rare talent. Investigator, jack of all trades. Free. Jack of all trades. All trades are Jack. Whoa. High stats. Disciplines. Aspects. Obfuscate. Dominate. Good.
Leisha, it's good to see you.
Be good, sweetie.
How was your reunion with Halsey?
Thank you, Hazel. Your gift was wonderful. You shouldn't have troubled.
You're welcome. We should never have kept you apart for this long.
Good evening, Delsin.
Good evening, Leisha.
Wait, he has his mouth closed now. What the fuck?
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Better and better since I got my little sugar fangs back.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen Richard yet. Does he know I've been released from the Institute?
No, I'm the prince. It was my decision. He is your psychiatrist, but you don't need his permission for everything.
He wasn't at the party, was he?
I'm searching for everyone who's still missing. Don't worry
I like
about
that our
him.
eyes have different
Thank you.
dimensions to them.
Leisha, I know I can be frank with you. For 4 years, I have been working to heal the city's wounds. You've already helped me avoid traps in the past.
Say nothing. Do not say I don't remember.
You're not like the other children of Malkav. Quentin King knew that.
The Mad King. I remember, yeah.
I had you released from the Institute because your premonitions are the most detailed, the most accurate.
Tell her
I
about the
wanted them
premonition
to
where
help
she
me
saw us all
understand the
dead.
Chantry's hand more clearly before we signed our agreement with them. But this alert changes everything. I need to understand what's just happened. Did you sense anything, possibly about what happened tonight?
No, nothing at all. Lie to her. Or yes.
I saw images, but they had nothing to do with this party. It didn't make any sense. It was a long, white hallway.
It's a little early for sure, but it's a good start.
I'm sorry, I can't be of more help.
Don't be sorry. There's something else you can do for me. Your discretion can still be of use to me. I need to be sure that none of the members of my council are going to take advantage of the situation.
Say nothing.
You and Delsin are the only two people I trust entirely. The members of the council have their council lodgings here. It gives them the impression that they have power, and it means I can keep an eye on them. I'm going to give you the key. Go and see if you find anything that could make me doubt their loyalty. Anything that might make me think there's something
Rifle
in the
their
works.
belongings.
All right.
Miss Drury burned the midnight oil to make sure this event was secret. I imagine there might be some evidence in the information she gathered. I need it.
All right, consider it done.
You've never disappointed me, Leisha. Please don't start today. Until then, I hope to have found more information. But above all, don't share what we've discussed with anyone. I don't need more gossip.
Can I take Halsey with me?
Of course.
All right then.
Let's
I'll
go,
be right
companion
back.
child. I assume this effect means she's invisible, in which case, why did she slam the door? Visions of eternity. Given to the premonition. These seem important. I see a forehead brand.
That was intense. I have to be careful.
Forehead.
Shit, they're gone.
Don't worry, I know what they
Mom,
did.
I'm going to Richard's to see if he has my teddy.
Okay.
Come and find me when you're done.
What?
Alright, where's the treats? I obtained introspective. -20 experience cost the next suspect.
See if Hazel was right. Did Jara leave anything behind?
Bypass lock 6 technology. Well, 6 willpower, but I have the technology requirement. Security code. Let's see if we can't just find that code. Why did the what? I pushed the book up. Blah 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 blah. Here's obfuscate. I don't have a high enough level of Auspex to do that. What the fuck? What? Oh, I get it. It's dumb, but I get it. Where are you? The time has come. PWD equals arrival. Alright, let's find something that is PWD.
This thing's old. Does she still use it?
PWD. Something in another room. Gross. Blah. Oh. 1841. Just... Ha 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 ha. Unauthorized outbound call. Hazel. I don't know if that helped me at all, though. I would have been fucking mad to use willpower on that, though. Alright, let's check the other rooms.
It looks like one of Richard's Rorschach tests. In green. Even with the color, I still see the same things always. Blood.
It's blood. Oh, I know, it's just a Snickers bar. What's inside the Snickers bar? It's blood.
Nobody here. I'm going to be able to take a look around Dijon's.
Dijon mustard. Find Jaradori's intel about the party.
The Salem Gazette.
This guy fucking loves jazz. About rituals. Crocagator.
Just like New Orleans. This is definitely Dijon's place. Well, well. What have we here? He didn't finish his letter. But that'll be enough for Hazel to make up her mind about him.
Knife.
This knife has blood on it.
couldn't pierce. I guess I need like level 2 for that. Interesting. Let me look in there one more time. Wait. It's nothing. Okay. The fuck? Oh, it's probably Halsey.
Oh, shit. Locked from the other side.
Can I go through here? Nope. Damn it, I have to go all the way back around! Bunch of people arguing. There's always people arguing.
Hazel told me to keep a low profile here. This area is reserved for the prince and her primogen.
Shit. Hilda's in her office. She's going to see me.
Unseen passages allows you to move around without being seen. In this state, it is not possible to physically interact with the environment. You may, however, stealthily read a document or examine an object. This power will be activated automatically if you enter a location that's prohibited. Oh. All Underwood.
The speculative news from... Oh, he's about as fun as his reading material. Ugh, these suits. Barrel's as dead outside as he is inside.
Payment. Money. Grand Unification Party.
Leisha.
Hello.
Restricted access means nothing to you, I see. Make yourself at home. Don't mind me. How am I not surprised?
What doesn't surprise you?
For you to turn up at a time like this.
The prince had me released.
Of course, she needs you. I'm guessing she sent you to spy on the council.
Probably. 20% opponent focus.
What do you mean?
Tell me, do you remember the last time she pulled you out of your musty hole?
It's just that
You don't remember, do you? You're still having those little memory issues, it seems. And I suppose Halsey's here too.
Of course she is.
The more the merrier.
Don't start with me, Beryl. Otherwise...
Why don't you go out and play in the sun? And let me get back to work.
Work? With everything that's going on. Hazel will appreciate your dedication.
Get out, please.
That's all I'm going to be able to find out about him. Hazel's gonna be disappointed.
I have no persuasion skills.
I shouldn't get too close. She might be able to sense me.
Gotta don't get in that room.
Why did you come back? Why? Other than to show that you're doing just fine on your own. If you only knew everything I've done for you. Mem.
Hilda's more concerned with Amanda than she is with Hazel. I hope she'll be happy to hear that.
That seemed like a waste. But it completed the objective. I can't decloak, even though she wouldn't be able to see me. Richard.
Richard's apartment.
Books everywhere.
He didn't change a thing, as usual.
Hello, child.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
Don't like her lisp.
Only Richard would still use that.
Please insert storage medium. Need a floppy disk. No, close. No, close. Yes.
No, he's not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
Who has a carpet under their fucking bathtub? Might need to go find a floppy disk somewhere else.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
Find intel about the party.
Ugh, impossible. It's locked.
Go back to the goals. Is there not a larger goals menu in the pause menu? Should talk to the child. Child, where are you?
Maybe I'll find a way to read it.
Good thing I came back in here. Holy shit.
Richard must have had a breakthrough, if Hazel's interested in it. So, did you find your teddy?
No, not yet. I'm not sure he's here. What about you? Did you finish your job for the prince?
No. I haven't learned anything about this party yet. You wait for me here while I look around a little more, okay?
Okay, Mom.
Alright, so I must have missed something in Jory's apartment, which is pretty fucking annoying. The only thing I can think of is that thing that I can't pierce yet.
Come on, Imani.
I don't have the level for it. Yeah, that's the Crocagator man. I have to find his intel about the party, which Jay was also looking for. There's this, which I can't do. I can't interact with this at all. It's so annoying because I'm looking at it, it's right there.
This is what Hazel asked me to bring her.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. It's like the smallest little... I wish they would highlight interactables. Is that an option? Is that a thing? Game? No. What did I do? Oh, you have to press start to apply something. Hey, can I apply that? Oh, that's a terrible outfit. Oh, that outfit's terrible. Suit looks much better. Fucking black dotted outfit. I probably could have actually gotten something out of the old man if I had picked a different, like, starting character type thing. But whatever. Living with complete failure is just how you play these games. Where did the child go?
Are you almost done?
Yes.
Yes, I found something that might be of interest to Hazel.
Does that mean we're going back to see the prince then?
Yes, oh my god.
Let's go, Sugarfangs.
Oh my god.
Leisha.
Hello.
I'm all ears.
Everything went all right.
I knew I could count on you. Was Halsey a good girl?
Yes, as usual.
Good. Were you able to find anything interesting in Ms. Drury's apartments?
Yes, there was intel she had gathered on the guests, including those from the Hartford Chantry.
Anything about their regent, Deneb Osborne?
Yes, he seems to be obsessed with memory magic.
Interesting.
I gave everything to Delsin.
Thank you. I'll take a look at it later. Were you able to see or hear anything interesting?
Hilda.
Hilda was in her room. She was acting strangely.
What do you mean?
She was whispering things, talking to a picture of MM.
Touching, but that's of no importance.
I went to John's rooms.
At Dijon's, I found a letter addressed to the Salem Chantry.
Did he betray me for the Warlocks?
I don't know. It just said that he's participating in your project, but that he would have preferred an agreement with Salem.
Oh, I understand his recent allusions a little better now. I'm going to need to have a word with him.
Yes,
Go on.
Kill the short-wearing man.
I had a vision.
I knew you would. What did you see? Was I in your vision?
I think it was me. My forehead was on fire.
All right. Do you have any idea what it could mean?
Not in the slightest. Are you disappointed?
The important thing is that you're starting to have visions again.
Couldn't hear what Trigger was saying. Don't talk.
It happened when I was in Jara's office. I just found Journey going through her things.
But she's not allowed to be there.
MM joined her almost immediately.
What did they say to each other?
I couldn't hear what they said. That's when I had the premonition.
That's too bad. But you didn't fail. I promise. Don't worry about it. Just focus on your visions.
Nothing else.
That's all I was able to find.
I knew I could count on you. Thank you, Leisha.
Richard still wasn't there. Were you able to find out anything else?
Yes, one of my servants just came back from his bar, the Red Salon, as that's where he does his research. I had hoped to find him there. But she confirmed that Dr. Dunham had gone to the party early with a few of his vessels. I'm sorry, Leisha.
No. If he had been destroyed, I would have felt it. I have to go find him.
You're the most discreet of all of us, it's true. But we have no idea what might have happened there. It could be dangerous.
I won't be alone.
Whoa, this
Halsey
dialogue's
will be
funky.
with me.
It sounds
Of
like
course.
the NPC is a player. Yeah.
And one last thing.
I think
Dr. Dunham wasn't...
Pause for a second. I don't... It's... They have... So when making a dialogue-driven game, you have to kind of draw a line between choice to dialogue and then dialogue to, like, repeating selectable tree, as I have to do it. And I think there's something wrong between the repeating line, where they didn't have the voice actors end with the same inflection that they would start the progression dialogue with. So you'd finish up a tree, and they'd end speaking one way, and then they would immediately switch to speaking a different way, as if they were coming off of you not diving down that dialogue tree. Sounds super weird, and it's very jarring.
The only one there. There was also Miley, my child. Bring her back to me.
Yes, of
Child.
course. We'll leave right away.
I wouldn't expect anything less of you. Thank you, Leisha.
Find my child. Now, am I gonna play as Caleb? Please. The cool Ventru. What? No. Each scene ends with an overview of your accomplishments, failures, and what you could have done differently. For each success, your character gains experience points. Okay, so success, you let the premonition overtake you. You listen to hear what Hilda McAndrew's mind. Found a letter from Dijon. Told the prince about what was in Dijon's letter. Alternative, you could have spied on the conversation between NM and Journey. You could have discovered Beryl Underwood's preoccupations. You didn't find documents that would certainly clear Journey's name. I could have found that? Nah, this is fake news. I have to hold down to continue. I do.
Come here. Thanks,
What?
You've brought me Journey. I knew I could count on you.
Do.
Jay is waiting in the antechamber. She's nervous. Tell Delsin to go easy on her.
We'll see about that.
Did you need me for anything else?
Not right now, but I will soon. I have one more favor to ask of you.
All right. I'll be waiting in the next room.
Now am I gonna get Mem's overview? Show me the failure. You weren't able to keep it together at the prince's and killed a vessel. Oh, I don't consider that a failure. You could have tried to convince Journey to flee. No, that's such a stupid idea. No, that is such a dumb idea. Try and convince Journey to flee. Yes, Caleb. Mortal kings had their lackeys. Princes of Boston have Caleb. While rulers come and go, Caleb remains, and his presence tonight is not reassuring. He is a veteran, focuses on dialogue skills and the physical attribute. It allows you to use your character's aura in conversations. I will punch everybody. Physical and mental. He is mentally powerful, and he is physically even more powerful. I have 5 available experience. Nothing costs 5. There's 1 education. Technology, security, rhetoric, intimidation. Should probably upgrade that. Disciplines. Sense the unseen. This power of the vampire is able to detect supernatural, both in creatures around it and the traces they leave behind. That only has 1 level. He has presence, fortitude, dominate. Dominating. Defends against the opponent's skills. Generates blood hunger. What's that smell? It's blood. I will apply this upgrade. Apply that upgrade. Tis I, Caleb. Punches people to death. With my massive fists.
My prince. Delson.
Zori.
It seems that the Camarilla is in danger.
Camarilla?
What disposal.
It's Camarilla.
Your sense of duty is a credit to you, Caleb. You haven't
Where does he
lost
get
your
the
touch,
Ia
I
from?
hope. The Code Red is linked to the Unification Party with the Chantry. No one there is answering anymore.
How many of us were there?
Probably a good 20, give or take. Dr. Dunham and our top spy, Jara Drury, were already there.
We might have lost 2 members of the Primogen. What about Hartford? Have you heard from them?
If those dogs had anything to do with what happened, I'll cut their throats myself.
Do you think they might be involved?
I don't know.
Go on.
It's too early to draw any conclusions.
Where do you want to start?
Can I count on you?
You have no reason to doubt me.
One by one, the Ancilai heed the beckoning and go east. You're the eldest in the city now. Don't...
Hang on, wait. What was the beckoning? She's calling, drawing elder vampires away from their fiefs and fortresses. That was compared to travel east towards lands where mortal and vampire civilization began, to a fog of shadow war, fought over the graves of their progenitors.
do this to me. Not now. I would be very grateful to you. And Fang.
How may I be of service?
Go and see Caius, with Jaragon. He's in charge of security. He may have learned something.
You can count on me.
You have my absolute confidence, Caleb.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like they recorded these lines in different cities. Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like there was, like, a group of people all in the same studio. There's games where you can really tell that they didn't do that, and there's games where you can really tell that they did do that. Final Fantasy 15 is, like, the best example of it, because the way they recorded those lines is they had the four main dudes all standing next to each other, and they were watching clips of the gameplay happen, so they would better be able to, like, put emotional inflection into the way they delivered the lines, and it really shows. Without knowing what the other characters were saying. Yeah. It definitely... I wouldn't be surprised if they were given scripts. Because also in a game like this, you're going to have dialogue trees, so you got to say like 100 different things. So it's nigh impossible to have a script that is written in order of how the dialogue is going to be presented in the final product. So it was likely that Caleb's voice actor was just, here's all of Caleb's stuff, and here's like the base level of emotional inflection we think you'll have in this scene, so try and go for that. And then the voice director was probably like, go like this. I imagine the person, I'm willing to bet that the person with the best voice acting in this game is the person who recorded their lines last. So as an example, like, let's say that Caleb recorded his lines after everybody else, so the voice director is like, oh, well, you know, when the voice actor for Hazel recorded her lines, she sounded like this, so you should respond with an emotional inflection like this. Which is honestly, like, that slows the process down a lot. That's how voice acting should be done. If you can't get them in the same rooms, you should try and segment the recording sessions first to last, so that way you can get the best, like, performance out of everybody involved, because you're having them play off of each other, similar to how you would have actors play off each other in movies. I'm pretty sure they recorded it with the intention of recycling voice lines. Ooh. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, this guy has a He's tall. He has a steel rod in his spine, which I guess fits his adventure.
Mr. Underwood, I'm sorry.
Chris Sabat has cited the reason he's such a good voice actor is he controls the schedule and always goes last. That sounds like something Chris Sabat would do. He is also a fucking phenomenal voice actor.
And my instructions are clear.
You little shit.
I'm just following orders.
You have no idea what's at stake.
Hello.
My most honored sire.
Hello,
You're wasting
child.
your time here.
I'd forgotten about your abject fawning.
I call it respect. It appears that it's something that sewer rats know nothing about. Apparently, Caius feels he's entitled to refuse to see a member of the Primogen. I won't forget it.
Dialogue powers. Using a dialogue power, you must activate it in the selection wheel, then select the dialogue option. Only one dialogue power may be active at a time. You may activate or deactivate the power as long as no dialogue option has been selected. Using a dialogue power generates hunger. So I have to augment it with focus and then use a dialogue power. Walls of the Mind. Increases success rate by 50% in the next skill used. Remember the Primogen here. How strange. He seems tense. Alright, so what if I, like, double focus and then do Walls of the Mind? How was it a failure? I got
This
walls.
is the kind of thing you delegate to a retainer under normal circumstances.
Dude, you know, absolute mind bender. Dude, I hate that mechanic so much. Where it's like, spend your limited resource item, which is willpower, so it's a meter, spend your limited resource meter, on like a 25% thing, and then it's like, oh, use your discipline power, and I'm like, alright, I select the discipline power, but it's still 25%, so it's, fuck that, I'm restarting this shit. I use that, fuck that. I have to use willpower on both dialogue and exploration. Fuck it, I'm just not gonna use it on that. And you can't save scum, because this game's like, live with your decisions. I'm like, fuck that. Oh. Restart means restart the whole level. Oh, that's pretty cringe. Here's an easy fix to that. Exit the game. I've been watching for 3 seconds and already gone bad. It was, you missed like the best parts, honestly. I don't like it very much. And apparently there's just a button to restart the entire level in the start menu. Which is dumb, and something they should probably warn you about. Why did my phone go off? My phone didn't go off. I was hearing things, obviously. Yeah, this game, I don't like this game very much. The voice acting was very bad, and honestly, I don't think I could even stomach it as like, let's just sit down and play a bad game. Not into that. Why wouldn't it just restart the checkpoint? I have to check because I'm really fucking curious. Why, when it says, it should say restart the level, by the way, because you see restart, you think restart checkpoint, which is what I wanted to do, because I don't want to waste willpower. Getting willpower back is difficult. And not only that, I was like, oh, you use hunger on it, it didn't really work. Oh no. Oh shit, dude, I guess you just fucked. Let's see what happens when I hit continue. And see if the whole thing just fucking dies. I don't know if it has died or not. Because it plays this at the very start of the game. The graphical glitches and scripted scenes are my first red flag. Dude, there's not been a single scene where the graphics haven't, like, had an issue. Like, I know this is the Xbox One version, but this is a walking simulator narrative fucking game. So there's no way the graphics are so, like, up there, because they're not. They're not good just anyway. Voice acting made me... made me not install it. Yeah, the voice acting's really bad. Me and Nate have been having a bit of a discussion, which you might have heard or not. Where we're talking about like, there's no emotional inflection that like works off of each other. It's so weird, because it sounds like, it doesn't sound like anybody's talking to each other. You can really tell that they were just standing in a room recording the lines, but they weren't recording it at each other. Which I get can be a difficult thing to do for voice acting a game. But when you do go the extra mile and actually try and do that, it shows so much. There's so many games with great voice acting, and it's not, I don't want to say it's not hard, because sometimes, yes, it is very hard. But like, come on, man. It could just be like, you can do it. It's just... Yeah, that's the beginning of the game. Okay, so anyone who watches this, who is like, I want to play the game, if you press restart, it restarts the whole fucking level. It does not matter how far into the level you are. It just says restart. Which is dumb. That's so dumb. This game has no... The glitches, though, just baffle me. Like, it's really easy to see that when it cuts back to the lady, your hair flips wildly. Oh, God, yeah. The hair clips through everything. Most of the clothing clips through each other as well. Yes. This is... Yeah, it just... I like Caleb. He's cool. How do you not fix that? It's weird. Hair is such a weird thing, because to have hair not clip through things and to have hair clip through things, they need to be different types of hair, if that makes sense. If you want more flowing, more natural hair, it's much more difficult to have it not clip through things. However, if you want the hair to just be like a single item, it's much easier to set its parameters for don't fucking touch. But at the same time, if the hair is flowing and you set its parameters for don't fucking touch in a weird way, you have the hair just flying all over each other, because they're two models with the ability to move, so they could collide with each other and then collide off. Which sounds like program in a don't do this script. Sometimes it's a little more complicated than that. But yeah, in this, I don't know, it's just, I kind of expect better from certain games nowadays. I expect at least like a better warning on like, don't restart the level. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I went for an hour and 50 minutes. I think part of the problem is they reset the model between cuts and it fucks with the physics. Yes, you're right. They do in fact do that. They do reset the model in between cuts. You can tell that they do that because in every cut you would see that MM's like gold flecks on her chest and hands would have a different texture on them, meaning that they're loading in differently. Hey Puff, what's up? Regardless of how difficult, it's so easy to see that the game does this. Yeah, this very much feels like a budget game. And so we're gonna switch. I'm gonna have to take the stream offline for like 5 minutes, because I gotta plug in HDMIs and stuff. But we're gonna play something completely different, and it's a much better game. We're gonna do some Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizers. So give me like 5 minutes for this absolute mind bender.